It's another rainy day out in the lakes and I've headed back into the woods. We were actually at this spot a few weeks ago and I did a video on focus stacking with that waterfall there, and it's a lot more aggressive today. There's a lot more water coming down, and where it's hitting the rocks, it's a lot more frothy. So you can see it all down here. There's a lot more white water, and the ones over there are a lot more aggressive. Just repeat myself. But I think what I'm going to do is stay around this area. I'm not going to get as close today because I don't fancy my chances. There's a really big drop at the bottom of this, but I think we should be able to get something good here. There's that fallen tree down there as well, and there's another fall that I like down at the bottom. I was planning on going for a wander with you, but I think we'll get some photos here, and then I'm not too sure if it's worth going too far into the woods today, but we'll see what happens. We've got the first composition set up and we're going to start at the top and make our way down the falls. This one, you can see where the path goes over, and you've got the little sort of bridge. Then the water is rushing through and hitting this rock, and you can see it sort of making a Y shape. I've got these rocks at the foreground, and I was trying to do a portrait shot, and I quite like the middle section. It might work as a square format, but I wasn't too happy with the top and bottom. So I've dropped the camera down lower, and we're getting this rock in the foreground, and the white water is sort of coming down into the bottom corner and going up as well. That might actually be the wrong way for you. It might be down here and up there. But I'm relatively happy with that one. I've kind of shot myself in the foot, and I thought I brought my 100mm, and that would have been better for stopping the rain because it's got a longer lens hood. But I think what I'm going to do now is, if I get down to that gap down there, I might be able to look up at this one and get a portrait shot and maybe shelter under them logs. I think it's going to get heavy in a second. I'm not sure about this. I think we could be onto something. I think I've got something that'll work. I'm not a big fan of the hanging branches, so I'm going to try and move that fallen tree. There's so much water going in my back. I've managed to tuck most of them branches behind now, so hopefully it'll work a bit better. But I'm going to go for a portrait shot, use a polarizer, and there's some rocks down in the foreground. So yeah, we'll give it a try. It's going to be an awkward one. There's just water everywhere. I've been trying to talk to the main camera, but I'm not sure you can even see me behind this tree. But we've got this one set up now. It's a lot better without them branches in. I've just focused on them big rocks over there, and you're getting all this, like the branches, the rocks in the foreground, there's all the greenery. Then up on the top you can see all the trees that are going across, well, branches. So I've gone for a portrait shot and I'm bracketing. Once I've done that though, I think I'm going to get a landscape shot here on that fallen log. It's not really my type of shot, but I've got myself into an awkward spot now, so I may as well make the most of it, and then we'll make our way down there. Last time them rocks were really slippy, so we'll have to be careful. I did want to get one here, but I don't really trust myself, because if I fall down there, I'm fucked. Made it down to the bottom falls now, and there's loads of water coming down, so I want to start with a wide shot, because I'm liking these side streams. It's sort of white cutting through the darks, then you got all the greens, and then the rocks are really dark here, so what I want to do is get some close-ups because I really liked those last time. Last time there was an autumn leaf on there. Nothing stands a chance on there today. That's what I didn't want to fall down as well, so I think I made the right choice. I've got one set up now. It's pretty similar to what I did last time, and it's a portrait shot with this tree. The reason I like this one is you've got this tree here, it's like a straight line with a W of branches, and you can see the streams behind it. It looks quite bright on the video, but the rocks are quite dark and it contrasts quite nicely. So you can see like the two sides of the waterfall. This side it's all rushing down that big wall. Then you got the tree. Then on this side you got the streams coming down. I did want to go a little bit to the left, but I don't like that straight line where that branch is there. So we'll compromise a little bit and go to the right and just cut it out. I can't quite make a landscape shot work with this. That branch there that is in the water, it's going back and forth loads, and I'm not a big fan of having things moving that much in the water. I think my eye would go towards the moving stick rather than everything else. So I might do it anyway, just to see if I do like it once I get home. But then we'll swap over and put the 135 on and try and get some close-ups. I'm not sure why it makes it prettier, but the falls are bringing down a lot of mud and it's adding a bit of colour to the water. There's like a really white side and there's an off-white side. It's like getting filtered out on the rocks. Don't really know how it works, but I like it. I've just changed my mind about changing over to the 135. It's quite wet and I'm not too sure if it's worth potentially breaking the camera and filling it with water for the types of shot that I get, because I'd have to go quite far back to be able to focus, and I'm quite happy with what I got. I don't want to push it too far. But I think I'm going to end this one here. I'm going to go for a little wander, so if I get any more photos, I'll add them on to the end of the video. But everything's soaked now, and I don't want to break any more microphones. So fingers crossed, some of these pictures will be available as prints over at adamkappa.co.uk. And hopefully that was different enough to last time we came. There was a lot more water this time, so I think the waterfall's a bit more impressive. But I have a feeling this might be a place that I keep coming back to because I like it here. But I hope you liked the video and I'll see you next time.